After about 30 hours of driving over the course of 3 days, we made it. These mountains are huge. This morning we're just doing some final packing and we're gonna go into some mountains like these, so pretty fun. Snow, avalanche terrain, really pretty, really sketchy, pretty wild. Welcome back to the vlog. That was a montage of clips from a British Columbia winter mountain goat hunt that I documented in February. With a winter mountain goat hunt, you definitely push your body, your equipment, everything to its limit. So today I just want to talk about some of the kind of the key takeaways and lessons that I learned from that hunt. First up is food. And for this hunt, I packed about 3,000 calories a day. Here's the list of everything that I brought. Normally that would be plenty, but there was two things that I didn't account for. One would be the amount of calories I'd be burning just to stay warm. Two was the amount of calories and just physical exertion required on this hunt. We were post-holing in knee to waist deep snow almost the entire time. Had really heavy backpacks, we were dragging these sleds called polks. There was a lot more physical exertion required.
It's the thing the kids these days always say, the struggle is real.
For future hunts in the winter, in the snow, 4,000 calories a day, at least for my body type, that's gonna be a good move. All right, next, sometimes when it comes to hunting success, you really have to push yourself outside your own comfort and safety zone. These goats, they certainly lived in some really steep and gnarly terrain, and the risk of falling or getting into an avalanche was always there. We couldn't entirely negate our risk. Had we probably wouldn't have left the valley bottom. But what we did do is choose to navigate some of this terrain in a way that mitigated our risk. This included testing the snowpack, crossing avalanche paths and run-out zones one at a time, and using ropes to raise and lower our packs. The main takeaway here is that there's reckless and then there's a calculated risk. And when it comes to hunting, especially mountain hunting, like, yeah, you can be reckless and still get the job done, but you can mitigate a lot of your risks and still be successful in the mountains. Third takeaway is just how efficient touring skis are. Right at the last second, I decided to throw in my touring skis for this hunt. This is one of the more interesting things I think we've all ever done. I've got my skis on. I'm pulling a big ass sled, leading the train. Touring skis, they allowed you to glide one direction and then not slip backwards. They provide tons of flotation. Very efficient tool for moving around the mountains. The snow was really deep on this hunt, probably 4 to 6 feet of settled snow, and there was no structure to it, meaning every step you took in it with boots or snowshoes on, you basically sink to the bottom. We're good. You can see that little guy is busted, and that guy, when I click in, it locks in my toe. So now I can still click in, so just with a little bit of torque, I can pop out. I was just crossing the creek right there. Great time to step out of my binding. Left foot went like 2 feet in the water, and now my foot's all wet. So I really can't go any further. I've got snowshoes back at camp, so I'm not SOL, which is good. Up until this point, the skis have been extremely efficient. Definitely a better option than snowshoes, but can't win them all. The fourth lesson on this hunt is to get a synthetic sleeping bag. The one I have, it's a down sleeping bag. Down's awesome. It's super light, it's super compressible. The problem is, as soon as it gets wet, it loses all of its loft, therefore losing all of its heat retention capabilities. This hunt, it's coastal. The humidity is at like 90% the whole time. Every morning, your entire inside of your tent would have frost on it, and then there would just be a sheet of ice covering the entire outside of your sleeping bag. It gets a little bit warmer in there, everything melts, suddenly your sleeping bag is just drenched. I was very fortunate in that we were able to find firewood and actually build a couple campfires up on the mountain, and was able to dry all my stuff. Had that not been the case, or had it been even wetter, I know I would have been screwed. I think a synthetic sleeping bag for any coastal environments, whether it's winter or summer or whatever, I think a synthetic is really key. So the fifth and final takeaway, and this is more of a tip, that's something I've been trying out the last couple of years and I really like it. So basically any hunt where the weather's gonna be really cold or it's gonna be wet, and basically you're gonna be wearing your rain pants almost the entire time. I don't pack normal, like traditional pants. All I do is wear rain pants and then I layer with long underwear underneath. There's a couple benefits to this. One, it's a waterproof solution, obviously. If you're wearing Gore-Tex, it's waterproof and breathable. If you do get too hot while you're hiking, most of these rain pants have full-length side zippers on them, so you can zip down the sides and vent out. And really, you're just reducing a lot of bulk by not having an extra pair of pants on underneath your rain pants. All right, that is a wrap for today. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. That would help me out a ton. We will see you next time. That's another takeaway on this hunt. You'll be walking along in the snow, and all of a sudden you'll just fall through into a big giant hole. And yeah, making sure you have a way to get out of the hole is always good. And right now I do not have my trekking pole, but this is not a bad hole. So yeah, watch where you step.